Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new, my name is Nicole. If you're old, welcome back. Today's technically December 2nd. This will be up December 8th, and this is a video in collaboration with Kayla's Ways. And I will have her video linked down below. Y'all should really check out her channel if you haven't already. She's a great girl, but we are doing a little Christmas tag. We figured get it out before Christmas so people can watch it, and it's just a fun little tag to do. And I have my background. I found a scarf that's Christmassy. I did have a Victoria's Secret like pink Santa hat. I don't know what happened to it. I couldn't find it. So you get this scarf, which kind of clashes with my purple, but that's okay. We'll roll with it and go on. So I don't own a Christmas sweater per se. All right, and there are 10 questions. Okay. The first question is, and I will try to link the original video. It's about 3 or 4 years old now, but I will link it down below. That's where we got the idea from. Okay. Question number 1. When do you start getting excited about Christmas? November. I always make it a point specifically to wait till after after Halloween. I'll buy like all year round, but I don't really start getting into it and getting excited for Christmas, though I don't decorate or anything before Thanksgiving. So it's always the day after Thanksgiving or sometime thereafter. But yeah, I start getting excited for it in November and ready for Christmas music in November. Okay. Number 2, do you still have advent calendars? I didn't even know what an advent calendar was until recently. I think that's more kind of like a Catholic-y thing. Maybe some parents do it a lot, and it's a very UK thing too. It's not really a Baptist thing, and I never even really heard of it. I had heard of like getting one gift, like opening little gifts like all throughout the month of December, but I've never had one. But I'm really interested in a couple of the beauty ones. Maybe I'll get a chance to get to ordering one this year, or maybe even when they go like half off. I'm tempted to buy like a couple just to see and check it out. And I think I like the idea of the makeup or everything. I know the Body Shop had one, and like all these, even like Estee Lauder as the parent company had one that was really good, but they can get really expensive really quick. And so yeah, that's the answer. Number 3, what are your favorite Christmas movies? Okay, I still watch Home Alone and Home Alone 2 a lot. Elf, I love Elf. I love Fred Claus. It's a Wonderful Life, of course. I still have a soft spot for Prancer. I like a lot of Christmas movies, and A Miracle on 34th Street. So, okay. Number 4, do you have any Christmas memories? The one that now sticks out the most. I'll tell you a really happy one. When I was 5, we'd go over to my Mammy and Pepe's, which is French for grandparents. They were my ex-step-grandparents now, but we'd go over there, and I got this big old white polar bear, like this big, like a squishy polar bear with a scarf and thing, and I just remember loving that. And I had to be like 3 or 4, and that was like one of my earliest Christmas memories, was hugging the bear and getting the bear. I had him for years, and I don't know what happened to him, but I did have him for years. Another one that's more recent, or it'll be 6 years very soon. Because thing about Facebook memories, you go back, you can see what you were posting about. So 6 years ago today, Tristan was having a biopsy. They were biopsying one of his lymph nodes, and this was after he had been sick almost the entire month of November, running a fever, and he'd be tested for everything, like locally. They just kept saying, "Oh, it's just a virus. It just has to run its course." And then it got to where he wasn't eating, and then I think you could finally see, like my mom, because he's still young, she'd watch them in the shower, make sure they soaped up everywhere, and she noticed like a bump on his chest, or like right by his armpit or something. And so she told Jen, and so right after Thanksgiving, because he barely ate on Thanksgiving, I remember that, I think that Friday or Saturday or Monday, they had took him to the bigger city, and then they told him to go to Children's in Birmingham. And yeah, so at this time today, on December 2nd, he was getting a biopsy. I think we had to wait a couple days for the results, like maybe till that Monday. But it was like his counts were just really low. But yeah, so anyway, back to the Christmas memory. So I forgot what exact day. Jen probably remembers exactly. I know she does. But this time, I was just there. We were celebrating my niece's 14th birthday today, and at that time while they were down in the hospital, Alyssa was in ballet, and so I was having to pick her up, which broke her heart because she was such a mama's girl, and ballet with mama was their thing. I had to pick her up and take her to practices because they had the Nutcracker like on her birthday, the performance. So I was picking her up at this time, and then but anyway, within a few days, I want to say probably her birthday was on a weekend, so it was probably that following Monday they found out it was cancer, so he was undergoing it. Anyway, he was well enough. He didn't make it home for Christmas, which broke his heart because he really wanted to go home. But the following week, like for New Year's, we actually celebrated Christmas with them. Like he got to come home, and just now I knew he looked bad, but now looking back at those pictures that I took, and I actually have a nice camera, I just don't use it, but looking at the pictures I took, and he just looked like a walking skeleton basically. But he got to come home just for probably a couple of days, and then his fever came back, so he had to go back to the hospital. But that Christmas with him, and him being able to come back with all the kids, so the kids went down there and they spent, at the hospital with him. But him having to come back and made food and just had Christmas here. That was a special memory. Okay, all right. Let's go back to the list. Okay, number 5. Talk us through your typical Christmas day. Typical Christmas, we kind of split them up, but I look at it like Christmas takes a couple days around here. We go on Christmas Eve. I load up everything, food too, because I make pies for them, and we have a meal on Christmas Eve too, or something. And I load up all the presents. Last year I spent a couple hours just loading my trunk, like what I could carry, like. And you didn't think my trunk could hold a lot, but if it ain't enough, I was just stacking everything I could. Because I didn't want to leave presents out in my car, obviously. No matter where you live, you don't want to do that. But I left them in my trunk. And I ended up loading up late at night when like nobody was looking or nobody was driving around. It was cold, but I spent like a couple hours loading my trunk up last year, and that like kind of bled over on Christmas Eve. But anyway, and I go up there Christmas Eve. We take pictures. We kind of, I don't think we, sometimes we eat first, sometimes we don't. But then we do presents, and always the first present is their pajamas sets that we used to buy on Black Friday, but now you can buy them after Black Friday too. But the older girls don't get a pajama set anymore because, well, they just kind of sized out. Tristan kind of has too, but we'll just give them pants. Give them their little warm fleecy pajamas, and so they can, wake up in Christmas pajamas on Christmas. But anyway, then we just open presents, and then we eat, watch a movie. I don't know. That's basically on Christmas Eve, and then I come home, and then go over to my grandma's because she's not able to get it out anymore, and we go over there and do Christmas Day and a bunch of food. So I'm baking pies for 2 different places, so and work people. So we go over there and just open presents and eat with my grandma and aunt and all that. So yeah, that's how my Christmas is split up. What do you eat for Christmas dinner? Always ham. Sometimes people want to bake a turkey too, but Christmas traditionally has always been ham. And my mom always makes it with pineapple slices and that ham glaze. I use it with that ham glaze. But I've had it with brown sugar and stuff. I used to actually, for years, like when I first visited my father, I'd actually go spend Christmas with them. But I haven't done that since I was in high school. But anyway, it's always been ham, and then we have mashed potatoes, sweet potato casserole. Basically the same thing for Thanksgiving, just switch out the ham and turkey. Then the platter of green olives, black olives, and pickles, and cranberry sauce, and rolls, and they'll have, I don't eat it though, they'll have green bean casserole, and then, the pies, pumpkin. My mom makes pecan. My mom makes these things called chess pie bars, which are really awesome. Sometimes I make cookies. And just like, other orders. And then chocolate and butterscotch pies and stuff like that. So, yeah, it's typical. Okay. Oh no, hold on. Number 7. Do you have any Christmas traditions? Other than we just kind of make the same things and go unwrap presents, and the kids have more traditions than I do. Like the whole waking up in their Christmas pajamas. That's why I also do Christmas Eve with them a lot. And then I don't know. I don't really just watch my typical Christmas movies. I don't have any traditions. I hope to establish them one day when I have my own family, actually ever meet a guy. Which actually means I have to go out and meet a guy. Anyway, and have my own family. I hope to set up some kind of Christmas traditions with them, I don't know. But as far as me, no, it's just like typical make food, eat food. Unwrap presents, give presents. That's it. All right. Which are your favorite Christmas songs? I love "Oh Holy Night." That's like one of my favorite. That's like it. But the version I love the most is by Josh Groban. Josh Groban. I think I saw him singing it live, and it just sends chills up your spine. Man, he could probably sing me Grapes of Wrath, and I would actually listen to it. In case you don't know, Grapes of Wrath is like one of the worst, most boring books ever. So, yeah. That song especially. But, I like the, Santa Baby, Tennessee Christmas, I like, The First Noel and Silent Night, the classics. I can't really think of any more. But for fun, I always just like sing along, dash through the snow, no one was up in sleigh. That was always like a choir staple. Okay, what is the best Christmas present you've ever received? I don't really know. I don't know. I don't know. I can't really think of anything. The one from childhood, though. Oh, no, hold on. Okay, hold on. From childhood, I believe when I was young for Christmas, I got like Kitty Surprise or Puppy Surprise. I don't know if they were both birthday or Christmas. Like my birthday's right after Christmas. So, I might have got one and one another. But I love those things. I still have them because I don't know. I just kept them. I never gave them to my niece. I gave my niece a lot. Like I had all these really pretty ponies. I'm talking about the old ponies that like they would put jewels in, like real pretty. Like, and their manes are beautiful. They were not made cheap. Like they really cheap, like really squishy ones. No, these were made like a solid form of plasticky kind of rubber feel. But they weren't squishy. I had a whole collection. I had probably like 30 to 50 of them, including little babies that had wings and like they're gorgeous. I don't know how much they paid, but anyway, I gave them to him, and the Lord knows where that went to now. So I never gave him those. And then I have a cat that's just flat, and I still have them in here, like in my closet. They're just put up. That it has a jingle bell like on its neck, and then it has a tail that rattles. I guess those are my favorite Christmas presents. And that's from childhood. As an adult, I don't know. I can't think of anything as an adult that I've just gawed over. I don't know. I give a lot more than I receive, I guess. I don't know. I'm just like, um, so yeah, I don't know. I guess some of it was like, I got to meet that side of the family around Christmas time during Christmas break. So, okay, number 10, real or fake Christmas trees? Oh, fake, because cats. But I don't want to have to deal with upkeep of a real one. Like, you have to water this stupid thing. You got to clean up the needles all the daggone time. And they're pokey, like really, really pokey. Once my brother and them always get her pokey. I mean, they smell nice and they're pretty, but it's just too much. And plus you spend like so much money and they go to waste. I'd rather have one that can sit for years. I really need to replace that one, but if you watch me on Instagram or follow me on Instagram, whatever, yeah, Sirius was climbing my tree again. So anyway, that is it for this Christmas tag, and do check out Kayla's channel down below. And yeah, I hope y'all have a very Merry Christmas. So you'll see me before that. If you watch me a lot. But anyway, yes. I hope everybody has a very Merry Christmas. And go ahead and feel free to do this tag. I think it's kind of fun and super fun to, listen to people's memories and what they remember the most. So yeah, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Toodles.